The Lifesteal Covenant. The glow of Eldoria's restored power still pulsed faintly in Maiya's grasp as she stepped away from the frozen throne. The queen's final words echoed in her mind: balance must be restored. But the path ahead was darker than ever. Malakar's reach had spread beyond what she had anticipated. The frozen covenant was only one of many tools he had left behind to twist the fate of the world. And now, as she journeyed south into the ruins of Azrakar, another legend called to her, a covenant forged in blood, sacrifice, and an unholy thirst for life itself. Whispers in the ruins. The ruins of Azrakar stood as a grim reminder of an ancient betrayal. Once a thriving kingdom, it was now reduced to nothing but crumbling stone and shadows that whispered through the air. The ground beneath Maiya's boots was littered with remnants of weapons and armor, as if a great battle had been frozen in time. She knew the stories. The Lifesteal Covenant was a pact made by warriors who sought eternal strength, binding their souls to an abyssal force that granted them power at the cost of their own humanity. Those who survived the ritual became more than warriors, they became predators, forever feeding on the life essence of others to sustain their cursed existence. Maiya clenched her bow tighter. If the covenant still lingered, then she would have to face the monsters it had created. The whispers grew louder as she moved deeper into the ruins. The air thickened, and an unnatural cold settled over her skin. She wasn't alone. The revenant hunters. A sudden rustle in the darkness sent Maiya whirling around, her arrow already nocked. From the shadows emerged figures clad in tattered armor, their eyes glowing with an eerie crimson hue. Their movements were unnatural, swift, precise, inhuman. Revenant hunters. The first lunged at her, twin blades gleaming with a sickly red glow. Maiya barely managed to evade, rolling to the side before firing an explosive arrow. The impact sent the creature staggering, but it did not fall. Instead, it turned its gaze upon her, grinning with fanged teeth. "They always come back," Maiya muttered. More emerged from the ruins, surrounding her. She knew she couldn't fight them all, not like this. But she didn't have to. Instead of attacking, she whispered an incantation under her breath, drawing upon the energy of Eldoria's crystal. A wave of light burst from her palm, scattering the revenants as they hissed in agony. It wasn't enough to destroy them, but it was enough to buy her time. She ran deeper into the ruins, following the whispers toward the heart of the covenant. The blood well. At the center of the ruins stood a massive stone altar, its surface carved with intricate symbols of an ancient tongue. And at its base, a dark pool shimmered with unnatural energy, the blood well. Maiya barely had time to take in the sight before a voice echoed through the ruins. "You seek to break the covenant, huntress?" From the shadows emerged a figure clad in ornate black armor, his face partially obscured by a jagged mask. His aura pulsed with dark energy, and in his hand, he held a twisted bow that radiated the same crimson glow as the revenants. "I am Varian, last of the Blood Lords," he declared. "And you will not unmake what was forged in sacrifice." Maiya raised her bow. "I don't need to unmake it. I only need to end you." Varian laughed, his voice cold as death. "Then let us see if you are worthy." Duel of the Huntresses. The battle began in an instant. Varian moved with unnatural speed, loosing arrows wreathed in blood magic. Maiya ducked and weaved between the ruins, her own arrows striking back with precise fury. But Varian did not tire. With each wound she inflicted, his form pulsed with renewed strength, the Lifesteal Covenant feeding on the very life force he drained from the air around him. Maiya gritted her teeth. She couldn't win a battle of attrition. She needed another way. Her eyes flicked to the blood well. If she could sever his link to it, she could turn the tide. Breaking the covenant. Maiya leaped onto a crumbling pillar, using the high ground to launch a precise shot toward the blood well. The moment her arrow struck its surface, the pool trembled, its dark energy pulsing wildly. Varian's expression shifted. "No." He charged at her, desperation replacing confidence. But Maiya was ready. She channeled the light of Eldoria's crystal, infusing her next arrow with purifying energy. As Varian closed the distance, she loosed the shot directly into his chest. A blinding burst of energy erupted from the impact. Varian screamed as his form convulsed, the blood magic unraveling from his body. The revenants around them collapsed, their cursed existence finally severed. The blood well shattered, its power dissipating into the wind. And with it, the last remnants of the Lifesteal Covenant faded into history. Maiya stood amidst the ruins, breathing heavily. Another darkness had been extinguished, but the battle was far from over. As she turned to leave, a final whisper echoed in her mind. The Covenant is broken, but the hunger remains. Be wary, Huntress. The shadows are never truly gone. Maiya tightened her grip on her bow and walked into the night, ready for whatever lay ahead.